Hi y'all, this is Risa Baby back at you with another another video I meant to say. But welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You know, what day are we in? I think we are on Wednesday. I was supposed to drop a video on Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'm here on Wednesday and I didn't drop a video yesterday. And I've really been feeling down about dropping a video because I was like, you know what? My channel is not growing as fast as it's growing. So part of me was kind of losing motivation. But yesterday I had to remind myself that I need to be grateful. I need to be grateful for the people that I already do have in my channel that have subscribed, have commented, have liked my video. And I need to remind myself that it's only been 2 weeks and I'm already at 60 subscribers. So I shouldn't really be feeling the way that I'm feeling. So I talked to one of my good friends yesterday, and we were just talking about how we're doing so far in life. And yeah, it really comes down to I need to be more grateful because my health is good. I have a place to stay. I have Wi-Fi where I can put out these videos. And sometimes we really do take things that we have for granted. And we need to learn. We need to learn how to appreciate what we have instead of taking it for granted. So today, I am listing things that I'm thankful for. So what am I thankful for? I am thankful that I was able to get my nails done, the color that I wanted to get done. I am thankful for my health, that I was able to gain back the weight that I wanted to gain. I am thankful that I have a roof over my head. I'm thankful that I have Wi-Fi that's working in good condition. There's people out there like that they don't even have Wi-Fi. I am thankful that I dropped a fitness line. I have my own fitness line, and you guys can check it out at risa.baby at myshopify.com. So Risa, BAYBIEE myshopify.com. And I am thankful that I have a fitness line. It used to be nothing but a dream, but now it came true. What else am I thankful for? I'm thankful that I am now moved close to my family. So I'm very, close to them compared to before. I am thankful that I have something in the fridge to eat. Anytime I want to eat food, there's food available. I'm thankful that I have a break for the next few months where I don't have to work other than to work on my fitness line. I am thankful that I have a weave that's coming, a new hair. What else am I thankful for? Like I have a lot of things going for me, and sometimes it's hard when you look at the things you don't have. That's when you become ungrateful. So the things that I don't have, I don't want to talk about anymore. And I really just gotta focus myself on the things that I do have and to be grateful, because really there's people out there who are struggling to have what I have today. So I shouldn't be ungrateful to say, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this, and I need this, I need that, because it's so easy to fall into that trap of I need, I want, I can't, or. So this is my video of the day, is be grateful. If you're able to even watch this video today, be grateful that you have the Wi-Fi to watch this video. Be grateful that you had a meal this morning. Be grateful that you have lunch lined up for you that you're going to eat later, that you're going to have dinner, that you're not going to be starving. There's people out there who are starving and they don't have the things that we have. And this is what it means to be rich, to have things that other people are struggling to get. So really, I need to stop looking at myself like I'm poor. And the reason why I look at myself like I'm poor is because what I think about what other people's out there who have, because let's say in our culture, I'm Sudanese, in case you didn't know. In our Sudanese culture, we grow up in a sense where when we're all grown up and off to college, we don't get a lot of support from our parents to support us on our way to college, or and they usually don't have the income to put us into college. So a lot of the times when we graduate high school, we find ourselves in debt because right out of high school, we're taking out a big loan in order for us to go attend college or even to attend university. And I look at other people who are privileged, like from other cultures that have that privilege where when they grow up, their parents already have that set up for them. They already have money set aside for them to go to college, and they don't have to worry about student loans the way that we have to worry about. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, like they really have it like that. Because honestly, I had a conversation with somebody else, and maybe that's why I felt the way I felt this week, and I wasn't ungrateful. I was in a bus going from Calgary to Edmonton on a business trip, and this man sat next to me, and he started talking to me, asking me questions about how I am, how I'm doing, and he was talking to me about school, if I attended school and such and such. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I did attend school. I went and I took a 2-year program in college. And then he was like, well, why didn't you finish? Why didn't you go to university after it? I was like, because it's expensive. He was like, what do you mean? What about your parents? Aren't they taking care of that? And I was like, wow, this guy really thinks I have it like that. So I explained to him, I was like, no, when I finished high school, I had to take a loan. And that was a really big loan for me to handle afterwards, after I finished college. So I don't want to end up in the same situation again where I take up another loan. So he told me that his dad actually paid for his school. He was able to finish university, and now he has a good job with his petroleum engineer, and he's on his way to do his masters, and he paid it. He's also paid off his masters in full. And I was just sitting there like, wow, like there's people out there that really have it like that. But us Sudanese, we don't have it like that. I've never heard of a single Sudanese person that came to me and said that, oh, their parents paid for school in full. Because usually what ends up happening is they rely on us to take student loans instead of asking them for money, because a lot of the times they don't have the money once we turn 18. They have nothing saved, like literally nothing. So I was like, man, I was like, you should, yeah, I was like, wow, like if I had your life, I would not be in debt. Like, that's amazing that your parents were able to pay for your school. And he was like, yeah, yours are supposed to do the same thing. And I was like, no, it doesn't work like that in our culture. Like, my parents, they had too many kids. Between 5 of us, which one of us are they going to pay for school, and which one of us are they going to let go? And that's the problem with our culture, is like, they keep having kids that they can't afford to take care of in the long run. And they think that, oh, just have 5, 6, 7, 8. Some of them even have up to 10 kids. And how are you going to put all 10 kids to school? You're not. So what's going to happen at the end? The kid ends up being screwed over in the long run. So it sucks. It's a sad reality. And me, now that I know how life goes, I decided that I am not going to have any child that I can't afford. If I'm going to have one, I'm going to have 1 or 2, and I will stop at 2, because I want to be able to afford to put them into college when they're all grown. Not just to have them and then have them and use them for the child tax money, and then later on, when they turn 18, you have nothing saved for them to help them in their school journey. Like, that's a really sad thing to do to your children. Like, why would you want to raise, like, even though Canada, I would say, is not bad, but the way that we're living in our culture, we're the ones in poverty. Sudanese people, we're the ones living in poverty. But if you look at any other culture, like Caucasians, for the most part, they already have a school plan that they have for their children. If you look at Caucasians, if you look at Nigerians, they also have usually have like a plan for their kids not to take student loans. We're the ones living in poverty when it comes down to it. Even though the poverty that we live in here is not as bad, not even close to the one like that's back home, it's still poverty because we are stuck in the system of debt. Like, we have kids that we can't afford, and then later on they grow up, and then they have no choice but to end up in debt, and then you wonder like where you went wrong. You went wrong by having too many kids. If you just had 1 to 2 kids, and raise them properly, be able to educate them, and have the money to put them to school, then that would have been better than popping 10 kids and not be able to put none of them in school. And then you tell them, oh, just go take student loans, and then they end up having to pay interest, this and that, you know? So I think that's part of the reason why I ended up feeling ungrateful. But then I was like, you know what? Even though the situation that I was put in was bad, it's not as bad as the ones people who are back home. There's people who are starving, people who don't even have education, they don't have school to go to, they don't have the food, they don't have this and that. So I really have to just be grateful and be like, no, like I do have it good. I do have it good. I don't want to make this person here make me feel like it wasn't like I wasn't brought up right or something, you know? Like he's privileged and he's great that he had that, and even though I didn't have that, I am still rich in my own way. So yeah, so that's why I kind of been feeling down, and I was like, damn, if only my parents were able to afford my school, I imagine where I would be today. You know, like this person they paid for his college, they paid for his university, and now he's doing his PhD, and I'm sitting here still at my college trying to pay back loan that I took for just taking a 2-year program. But he's already on his, master's. He's getting his PhD master's, So now my plan is, I am planning to go back to school, but I want to do it without taking student loans. So my plan is just to save slowly until I get to the point where I'm able to afford to pay 1 or 2 classes at a time, and then finish my last 15 course without taking any loan. So anyways, that was my rant. My rant, I know it went back and forth, and then I explained to you why I felt the way I felt and why I felt broke or misfortunate. But looking back, I am very fortunate. I should be very grateful for the things that I have. I should be thankful. I should get up and be like, I'm thankful for this and thankful for that, because there's a lot of things that I am thankful for, and that's the things I need to focus on. I shouldn't look at somebody else's life and be like, why don't I have this, Everything is meant to happen the way it happens at the end of the day. So, that's my rant of the day. So yeah, I'm gonna relax, take care of myself, drink a little bit more water because I feel really dehydrated right now, and then make a few phone calls and just go from there. Alright, bye.